What we doing, people? We're back, man. It's been a while. Thanks for sticking around, guys. It's been a long while. Lots of crazy stuff going on, man. So, it's like hot off the press, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, I'm going to do the UFC 113 after all the news. So, what we basically got going on, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, but good stuff, man. Good news. Andrei Arlovsky is refocusing on MMA right now. After training with Greg Jackson, of all people, at AKA. So that should be interesting, man. You know, he's been known to have a bit of a chin, and he gets hit on the chin the right way, he goes to sleep. That's kind of what I've noticed, you know, in the past couple of years. He's kind of been a little susceptible, you know. So, with that being said, him moving over to Greg Jackson as a trainer in AKA, I mean, that's pretty badass, man. Could see a new direction for him, you know. Paul Daly, after getting cut with after his little antics at UFC 113, which I'll go ahead and just talk about this for a minute, took on Koscheck. Koscheck beat him, you know, really not that difficult of a match. Koscheck won the fight, period, you know what I mean? Because Paul Daly didn't really have, he thought he had some good takedown defense. It really worked on it a lot, you know, which, it's no disrespect to Daly. Daly's got some granite fists, for sure. But you can't go in there with a really good wrestler and expect to, you know, just knock him out and be done. Because Koscheck pretty much took him down every time he wanted. Anytime. You know what I mean? And it was pretty much it, you know. Some of them were some nasty takedowns. Most were just, you know, a regular normal takedown, you know. So, but he pretty much got control the whole time. Got pissed off at the end of the fight when the bell rang, whenever the buzzer went off, the fight was over. He jumps up, kind of, you know, comes over to Koscheck. It looks like he's going to pay respects and say, hey, man, you know what? You're a really good fighter, blah, 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 whatever. You know, like they normally do. You know, a couple of humble guys, decent guys. You know, but no, of course, he comes in with I'm sorry, I think it's a left hook. He comes in with a left hook, totally wails on Koscheck. You know, Koscheck kind of, you know, I don't know, didn't look like he was going to go down or nothing, but he took it well, you know, laughed it off, you know, and Mergliata jumped right in, grabbed Daly and threw him against the cage and was like, hey, you know what? Somebody was saying in the announcing, it looked like he was almost ready to throw him down and like put him in a lock or something, you know what I mean? Which I thought was kind of funny, but I don't know what the exact. I don't remember what the exact comment was on that. Moving on, Roger Huerta is looking to fight in Dream or K1, but that's if Bellator Fighting Championships will let him do it, which I don't really know, man. I mean, I don't know if Bellator is really working with them two, which I don't think they are. That'd be kind of cool, though. You know what I mean? Huerta just got beat, really, though. Just got beat with, you know, against Karan. I don't remember the guy's full name. My apologies. I did see the fight. I don't think Huerta looked all that great, really. You know, I think it was just got an off night for him, you know, because normally he's pretty good. You know, I mean, he's good. So it was like an off night for him. This is a really cool bit of news, man. I was kind of stoked to hear about this, man, because I honestly think, and I'm not bagging on Randy Couture, man. A lot of people think that I don't like the guy. It's not that I don't like the guy, man. I just think that he's getting up there a bit. He's still got a really great offense, still a really good wrestler. But I just think it's one of them matches where it's like, you know what? If he gets in with the right puncher, he's going to hit the deck, man. And he's proven that, in my opinion. Might be different in yours, you know what I mean? But that's what it's all about. So, you know, chime in. Tell me what you think about all this stuff, man. Comment on everything. You know, if you're a newbie, you know, subscribe, man. You know, that's what this is all about. You know, we got another page, MMA, www.mmafightblog.ning.com. It's kind of a long title. I screwed up when I built it, but it's an awesome page, man. Awesome page. All you gotta do is up in the right corner, man, search a certain fighter, man. There's all kinds of news on all kinds of fighters. It's a packed page, man. There's a couple people from YouTube coming over. A couple friends of mine on there. You know what I mean? It's not. We don't have a stacked, you know, membership. I'd say we're, you know, between 40 and 50 right now. It's not awesome, you know, but it's pretty good. Pretty good for being alive pretty much since late last year. Randy Couture has been talking about taking on at UFC 118. It's not set in stone yet, but talking about taking on newly signed James Toney. James Toney's been knocking down Dana's door about getting into the UFC. You know, he's a proven boxer. You know, 4-time champion knockout artist basically. So he wants to get in the cage and see what he's got. Which I hope he's really training, because if he misses a punch and gets taken down, he's going to be done. If he doesn't have any wrestling, he's just going to be finished. So, that's my opinion. But if he lands a damn good punch on Randy Couture, he could, I mean, come on, man. Come on, people. We're talking about a world-class puncher. You know, it sounds funny saying that in MMA, but this is a boxer here, man. This is a guy that with huge gloves, has been knocking people's friggin' blocks off. Now he's got much lighter gloves on, and he's taking on a guy that I think has a questionable chin. But that guy with questionable chin is also, I mean, like I said, man, he's got an awesome offense. He's an awesome wrestler. He gets you cage, against the cage, wears you out. Just the kind of guy he is, man. That's his game plan. He's gonna wear you down. You know what I mean? So if that goes through for UFC 118, which, like I said, I don't know if it's confirmed yet. It may be. I really don't know yet. I thought that was pretty interesting, man. That should make for a nail biter of a night. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be something that's gonna go quick. Well, actually, it may go a long time because I don't think Randy Couture is gonna really knock him out. If he takes him down and gets him on his back, it's pretty much just gonna be Dundee. It's gonna be over. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, kind of some recent news in Strikeforce. Scott Coker's been talking a lot of different stuff that's been going on. Dan Henderson, he said after the Jake Shields loss, which was Henderson looks like he might have got the first round. Henderson looked great in the first round. He got the first round, but it just looked like, I mean, Jake Shields just controlled him after that. Just took control, complete control. So Coker's been saying, after that fight, of course Dan's going to move on. Dan's a great fighter. This doesn't, this is not going to put the this is not going to end Dan's career, nothing like that, by no means. So Dan's going to move on, possibly talking about maybe a King Mo or a Robbie Lawler fight or something like that. He said both of those fights. He said I like the idea of both of those. I think they're both interesting fights. However, King Mo is really, really eyeing Fedor. I can't blame the guy. He just had a nice win over Gegard, which I think that, yeah, maybe King Mo did a little more of the controlling, but when Gegard was on his back, he did a lot more than King Mo did. And I'm not dissing King Mo because I obviously have a lot more respect for the guy because he controlled the fight. He did control the fight. But when he was in Gegard's guard, Gegard did all